So maybe I'll start with these 4 here, see how they feel once they're filmed. I'm gonna just unplug the keyboard, because why not? See what is going on with my Twitch. My Twitch is being weird. Oh, there we go. Twitch just picked it up. So yeah, we're gonna start just trying these 3. We're gonna film them. They do feel a little wobbly, so maybe I'll start with 1. And then after we do 1, we can kind of feel them, see how they compare. But this is supposed to be really good for tangerine switches. And I should have grabbed my switch opener. Here it is. So we can give this a try now. Gonna open them up. We will take the spring and the stem. These have been lubed, so I'm gonna try to be pretty careful with them. Basically turn that upside down. Put this right here. And now we can grab some tweezers, grab a film. I'm gonna grab some curved tweezers here. I think that's gonna be the best for applying films. Don't really know because I've never filmed any switches before. Now let's see, it looks like it comes off with the paper here. Yeah, they do. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. I've never actually done this, but I did watch a video on it, so I'm gonna try to do what that guy did. Okay. So we also want to pop out these this little middle part here. That's not supposed to be there. There we go. Just push it through, pull it off. So now what we want to do is we want to line that up just by grabbing the corner of it. And we should just be able to line it up right here. That looks like a pretty decent job actually. So that's our first switch filmed. Now we can close it up, we can give it a couple pokes and see how it feels compared to one that hasn't been filmed. So, gonna aim it that way, put them together. And that feels, yeah, it's like not wobbling at all. Wow. So for, yeah, linear switches like this, people swear by this, and now I guess I'm starting to see why. Let's try to get that aligned so we don't bend any pins. Whoops. That was not well aligned. So let's take a, oh yeah, this hasn't closed all the way. Let's close that. Make sure it's nice and tight. So these are all back together. And now we've officially filmed one switch. Yeah, that's way, like, the tolerance. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can totally feel it. So I'm just moving the switch by the stem even, you can feel it. So that's great. I think I'm gonna do that to the rest of them. That's all the persuasion I need. So yeah, I think maybe rather than I'll just finish I'll finish these guys first because I've already got them off. But yeah, it seems like there's a big difference when I'm moving these guys. When I'm like grabbing the top casing and like moving it. Yeah, so you can feel the difference for sure. And I guess let's see what it looks like when it's lit up, right? In comparison to the ones that haven't been filmed. Let's see if there's any difference. No, it looks pretty much the same. So yeah, doesn't seem like there's a downside. Seems like there's plenty of upside. So let's get to it. Okay, let's try pulling out a different guy first. Oh, somebody is telling me that there is an Elon tweet. Y'all, hold that Doge. Hold that Doge. Let me close that though. I don't want. I don't want any messages right now. But yeah. Damn. Thank you, David. Nice to see you, man. We are filming tangerine switches today. So, oh man, I thought I closed. I thought I closed the window. Sorry. Let me fix this, folks. I probably got another one hiding. I can't use the keyboard. Why am I trying to do that? So, basically, yeah, we're going to be filming all these switches here, and it's going to take a while, but it seems like the rewards are pretty sweet. So, yeah, we're just going to make sure that we get them all. I'm going to close this hidden chat window when I can find it. So there's a way to figure out where that was coming from easily. But I'm just going to mute. I'm just going to mute all Facebook chat. I think that's the best answer. Yep, everyone's messaging me that there's another Elon tweet about Dogecoin. So let me turn off all notifications. Notifications sound off for, let's say, 8 hours. That sounds good, right? So now it'll be a little easier to focus. Sorry for the slight delay here. Back to your regularly scheduled keyboard programming. Fun fact: if Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl, stonks go up for the next year on average. Correlation, not causation. I like that. That's funny. Thanks for the fun fact. Yeah, so these are. It's very clear to see that there is a difference when you wobble them, right? Like there's a little bit of. You can just get a little bit of wobble here, like back and forth, left and right. So we are going to work on filming to remediate that. Let's get everything, the spring, we want the stem, everything upside down. And that was the first film, so now we can grab the second one here. So now we got our second film here. We're going to place it right over. Pretty happy with that. So here you can see the film, right? Very clear, little sticky thing. We're going to push the switch back together. Flip that over. And try to connect those. So now, yeah, we can feel this. Very tight tolerance now. It's not like going anywhere. There's a little bit of left and right, but honestly, like way less than before. So it totally solved that issue for me. I do like that. It did feel a little unstable, so very happy to get that going. Yeah, these feel. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take off one of these just to compare, but yeah, this is very solid now. This guy, yeah, you can even feel it. You can feel the top case moving. You can't feel the top case moving at all here. So very happy with that. I'm gonna leave that one covered just so I don't mix anything up. But it's very clear. Even if I left it uncovered, if I felt it, I'd be able to tell whether it was filmed or not. Like that's how distinct it feels. So yeah, we're gonna keep going here. These films are pretty great. You can get them on Amazon. It was really cheap, and yeah, definitely a fan. So these are my first films though, so but it has helped. It is helping with tangerines, definitely. So very happy with that. There's probably a difference, in quality depending on what films you get, but I'm not I'm not privy to that for sure. Some people here probably are though. Alright, so, putting some key messages you found online, not part of the GMK. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, dude, seems like fun stuff. I'm really interested in, seeing what you've been working on in that regard, dude, for sure. I hope the resources I've been giving you have been helpful. I hope you're having fun with it too. I know you like that sort of stuff, so I figured you'd probably have fun with it. Also, in case people on Facebook think I'm talking to myself, take a look at my last video. I didn't change it in this description, but there is Twitch, and that's where everyone's asking questions. I don't have Facebook questions up right now, like I don't have the Facebook chat up here, but if you ask a question on Twitch, I will answer it. Just hop in there. It's free to make an account if you don't have one. And yeah, just join the party here. Like, I don't really want to have Facebook open because it makes a ton of noise. Oh, I'm not plugged in. Let's give it a little plug. Can type in Facebook. Yep. So let's see. Go to the live video. See. Oh, hey, what's up? I see Matt here. What's up, Matt? Matt, come over to Discord, man. Doge, LOL. Yeah, man, Doge. Every time Elon tweets, it's like surprise payday. I like it. It's pretty nice. I could tell this pin got bent, so I'm going to unbend it. But yeah, every time Elon tweets, it is nice. Yo, what is up, Matt? Nice to see you, man. Glad you're here. So do you not use decals? Um, decals. I don't know exactly what you mean, I guess. Like, I'm assuming you mean like stickers? Is it like stickers or something? Letters on. Oh, like on the top, like letters on the top. There's some letters on the top here. Is that what you mean? The keys, yeah, yeah. There are letters on the keys, but it's etched in instead. It's not like it's not oops. So the letters are like etched. So it's just the light shines through them a little, it's just like clear kind of. But yeah, I do have letters on them. These aren't like the blind ones. Stealth. Let's see. So this goes that way. I thought I muted all the notifications. Okay, I definitely didn't though. So I'm so sorry, guys. I need to deal with that. I'm gonna make sure that these don't come through. Oh my God, they don't know when to quit. Okay, I'm closing it. And I'm muting. I'm muting Chrome. So I'm just gonna deal with that now, folks. So that doesn't happen again. Chrome is at 0. Okay, so I don't know if I think y'all can hear that though. It's coming through this device, so I do apologize for my messenger notifications. I did try to mute them from my phone, but okay. Now I can film this. We'll film switch number 3 here. I already did number 3 actually. We'll film switch number 4. But yeah, man, you can get whatever sort of caps you want. You can get caps with nothing on them. You can get caps with Japanese on them and other languages. And people do really cool runs like that. Some people like the Japanese ones. The ones that have Japanese and English, Yeah, it's very popular. It seems to have either English or Japanese on them. Okay, we got a film on this one, so now we can put them back together. This way. Cool. Cool. So, it does seem like, oh, these guys are fine. Yep. And we're just gonna, let's see, let's cover them back up. Why not, right? That's the wrong way. Wait, no, that's the right way. What am I doing? I got thrown off because I have these guys right here, and they don't belong here. So I looked at the profile and was like, that's weird. And this is up, that's down, I think. Yep, up and down, and that is to the right. Yep. So, these are all filmed. If I move them, they hardly move at all. Right? I feel a little bit of wiggle. These guys move a ton, like a lot. Okay, so big difference. I'm gonna go for every other keycap right now. I'm gonna unplug the keyboard because that's probably a smart thing to do. Why not, right? Why leave it plugged in? We're not using it. Let's see. We can keep pulling these guys. I have my other friend's stream going on right now. He is doing jumping jacks, it looks like. Oh no, he's doing burpees. I was gonna say something to him. His followers are torturing him right now. They're just making him do a ton of exercises. And they're making him do push-ups and burpees and stuff. It's pretty funny. What's everybody doing? I will. Let's see. Yep. So this is what it looks like without any of the keycaps on. Very bright. But yeah. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at. Let's see. I guess I'll watch the stream chat on Facebook in case anybody's there, but hopefully nobody's watching from Facebook. Just move over to Twitch. There are some people watching on Facebook. Yeah, just move over to Twitch, guys. That way I can see your questions. If you are gonna ask a question, I know some people are just lurking. But yeah, questions I will see them quicker on Twitch, and I will be more likely to answer them. Let's pull this off and this one. So we got all the keycaps. We can push all these to the side for now. We don't need any of them. Alright, cool. So now we can actually plug and yeah, we can mess with them. But yeah, these feel really bad, so I'm excited to film them actually. I'm trying to be really careful because these pins are very delicate, like inside of the kale socket. They're very, very delicate, so I'm trying to pull very, uniformly, just straight up, with a constant pressure. That one didn't work too well. There we go. Okay. So, I will let it open these, pull these guys out. Alright. And we'll just keep going. Would have been nice to do these before lubing. Crap. I always feel weird about these hot swap kits because the kale sockets, they're just hit or miss, mostly miss, right? So I'm just trying to make sure that we don't damage any kale sockets. There we go. There we go. These are getting a little easier. Just gotta hit with that tiny wiggle in the pull. Boom. The tiniest of wiggles. We don't want to bend any of those copper pins. They're so fragile. Oh no! We don't like those. Alright, let's get under there. Really want to make sure we don't ruin this socket, but it's being terrible. It's actually the worst. Don't feel too good about that here. This one's pretty stuck in there. There we go. The socket looks fine, which makes me pretty happy. Because that one did not feel like it was coming out without a fight. Oh, that one came out so easy. That's great. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Nice, chill Sunday. It's very cold where I'm at. We actually got a snowstorm going on. I'd like to pull out that cat hair. There we go. Let me throw these over here so I don't accidentally stab myself again. As y'all remember me doing last stream, probably. Oh. Alright, let's... There we go. Okay, cool. So, these are all looking pretty okay. Hoping they all work after, but even, after putting back in some of these switches, putting them back in really could be the end of the line for some of these hot swap sockets. So, I did buy a kit, big old stack of them. So, I'm going to try to replace some in my wife's board that seemed like they weren't soldered on very well. Shout out to Drop, formerly known as Mass Drop, for having terrible QC. And yeah, it was just really bad. I had to fix a hot swap socket and that was dead on arrival. So is there a market for this type of keyboard? Like mechanical keyboards? Definitely, Matt. For like small keyboards like this, 65%, yep, I'd say so. I don't know what you mean by like this type of keyboard though. So, you could mean a lot of things by that. Like hot swap, is that what you mean? Like being able to put in these different switches, pop them in and out without soldering. There's definitely a market for that for people who are newer and want to like learn about different types of switches maybe and how they feel, how they like them, modify them. That's pretty popular use for these types of board. Yeah, custom boards, yeah, definitely there's a big market. Let's enjoy the LEDs. Why not, right? Pull out the cat hair while I'm at it. So, yeah, take a look at that. I know that's like blinding, but yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And under the switches, it's a lot less harsh, right? Look at that, under the switches, right? So yeah, there's a pretty big market, I'd say. Gonna unplug that because of how obnoxious that is, but you get the idea. You should come out way easier than that. What can I recommend for resources? I'd say Reddit, Matt. I know it sounds pretty biased, right? For reasons we're not going to mention here in the chat, but that's where the community hangs out. The community hangs out on Reddit. And there's also a website called Geek Hack. It's more like the makers in the community. That's where they hang out. Like the people who are making new switches and new uh, keycaps and this and that. And they're selling this and they're selling that and they're experimenting with this and that. That all happens on Geek Hack. Yeah, you can learn anything you want to learn about. I feel like any community on Reddit. So Reddit is a big place for the mechanical keyboard community. Ordering parts. Um, So ordering parts. Usually there's something called group buys. You can look up right now. You can look up mech group buys to see what group buys are active, Matt. And hey Facebook, check out my other live video to find the Twitch link. That's where everyone's asking questions. I will see your questions on Facebook probably just later because it doesn't come in the same place, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, Matt. Basically the parts, ordering parts. There's Mech Market, right, which is Mech Marketplace, which is the subreddit for people selling things to each other, right? Second market, second hand, right? Or aftermarket, second hand slash aftermarket, right? So sometimes it's new in box, sometimes it's used or whatever, right? And that's where you can get stuff. You want to get brand new stuff? Mech Group Buys. There are also tons of websites like KP Republic, mechanicalkeyboards.com. There are lots of websites. But yeah, I'd recommend just doing group buys. They do take a while, but basically what they do is the manufacturer has some plans. They put it out to some people. They get some bids, and then they make it. They prototype it, and then they send it out to everybody after they're done. And they're like, yeah, this is good. This is what we want. That's how that works. Quite a few websites for buying keyboard parts. You can buy them from AliExpress. You can buy them from anything really, any website. They mostly come from China. Go figure. And what do they call China? Right, like the world's factory or something. It's where they make all this stuff, right? It's all basically done in China. Interesting. This appeals to my inner geek. You and me both. You and me both, Matt. Hmm. Hmm. That is annoying. Let's get way in there. There we go. Hey, Matt, if you really want to get into mechanical keyboards, I'd recommend buying a switch tester kit. And you can find those online from KP Republic and some other places. Um, get those, glue them down to that piece of acrylic that comes with it, and then just poke them. figure out what type of switches you like. Do you like linears? Do you like clickies? Do you like tactiles? Right, and that'll help you figure it out. That'll help you get a good baseline for all these other types of switches and things like that. Because it's a big, big old world out here. Okay, so now we're pretty set to go ham on filming, and we can just get started. Now we can move on to the next film, which is going to be the last one in this row. Grab it right here at the edge. Cool. So, yeah, thanks for the info. What's the cost about to get started? So a keyboard like this right here costs, it was like a little under 100, but it comes with a case, comes with a cable, comes with all this stuff. The cost really depends on what you want, right? Most of the time people come into this hobby with an idea of what they want, right? Or they want to figure out more about the options, right? So it's like it really depends on what you want. I mean, there's a keyboard. You probably remember those red switches that I was lubing, right? And I was putting them in a keyboard and I was wiring up the LEDs, right? Um, that is for a buddy who is actually on the voice chat with me right now. Say hi if you want, David. Um, and that's like a $500-$600 keyboard at the end of the day. But we're also doing like novelty keycaps, just like um, or artisan keycaps, whatever you want to call them. We're pulling out all the stops. It's all the bells and whistles, right? So, yeah, it really depends. Depends on what your goal is. Depends on how much you want to spend. Depends on one, how big of a keyboard you want. Two, how fancy is the crap you're putting in it. Three, how fancy is the case, right? Like you want a full metal case. Oh, hi, Arya. Also your plate, right? Are you having a brass plate or a PCB plate? These are tangerines. So I'm actually just filming the tangerines. I've already lubed them. So I'm just applying some films that I got in the mail the other day. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm just doing a film. I might be soldering. I mean, I wish I had time tonight. I don't think I'll have time to solder tonight, but I'm gonna solder a different keyboard tomorrow, 75%, or maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Can't say tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. My colleague is out of work, and it's gonna be a crazy day for me. Uh, is there a wireless option? Yeah, there are wireless options for keyboards for sure. There are tons. Maybe they're a little less common, but yeah, there's some Bluetooth ones. Definitely seen a couple. I know I saw one really recently. That might actually be in our chat there, in our Discord, Matt. Uh, you might be able to see it under keyboards, but I can help you find it later. There's some Bluetooth options for sure. Um, but yeah, that's basically what we're doing today. I'm gonna close Slack too. It seems like I'm getting Slacks. First it was Facebook, now it's Slack, but we will get through these films with as few distractions as possible. Always open for questions, though. Questions are never a distraction. Questions keep it fun. Yeah, so I'm really glad we filmed these actually, because it feels way more stable. And hopefully, my one concern is the hot swap sockets. I'm hoping I don't punch too many of them out. I did buy 50, just in case. I have 50 coming. In order to, do Jai's keyboard and my keyboard, in case we pop any out. Or destroy any, or bend the copper on the inside is very fragile. So that's what I'm assuming is going to get messed up first. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. Let's pop that out. We can throw it down right here. All right. Okay. So that one should be good. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, we already grabbed these. Let's grab the next one. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh wait, let's open the switch first, right? That would probably be a lot better. Yeah, I was watching Brandon stream too. I was watching him do jumping jacks while I was doing this. It was pretty funny. Hi, OPM. How you doing? Why are you? Oh, I'm not soldering. There's a 75% that I'm building. Doge is funny, yes. So there's a 75% that I'm soldering OPM. It is an XD84, and that is for a buddy of mine. We are doing a GMK Samurai build. So if you look at my videos, actually, like some of the recent ones, you'll see that I was laying out LEDs and switches, and I was lubing some switches. You love crypto, but Doge is crazy. Yeah, I totally agree. It's very volatile, but it's pretty fun to watch. Um, so yeah, I'm not soldering this keyboard. Yeah, very astute observation, OPM. This is yeah, just a hot swap build. But yeah, I'll be building another keyboard, soldering LEDs, soldering switches, and that will be happening soon. I was going to do it today, but I kind of ran out of time. I had some you know unforeseen things pop up. You're good. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. There's a snowstorm here, so we're chilling. Haha. Literally and figuratively. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad that you're good. All right. Yeah, Doge is great, Matt. Every time Elon tweets, it's like a surprise payday. I think I already said that, but that is how I feel about it. How I feel about the situation. It's like unexpected, but also appreciated. You know, I definitely didn't expect Doge to get this big. I bought it like years ago for fun, like 2018, something like that. But just for fun. It was a meme. I'm surprised I still have access to it, to be honest, knowing myself and my luck with stuff like that. I'm surprised I still have access to it. Oh no, I got the sticky part. I stuck the part that comes on the middle to the inside. Yeah, infinite supply. You live on the East Coast too, so you got the snowstorm. Oh man, yeah. So you know how it is. I'm in New Jersey. It's pretty crazy here right now. There we go. Got that part of the film off. You've been getting lucky with airdrops. Yeah, crypto airdrops. Some good stuff for sure. I need to get on Binance. Binance won't recognize me as a human. They're saying that I'm not a real person, and I'm very upset about it actually, because it took me a long time to try to get their verification working, and it still doesn't work. Well, let's see, I got a message from somebody. Everyone's messaging me about Dogecoin. This other guy just messaged me saying, "LOL, I love the commercial." I think maybe he's thinking I ran it. I did not run that commercial, guys. I don't have $1 million. No Binance. Yeah, Binance is terrible, man. Like they won't even let me sign up for an account. Like I just want to use them for some trading bot, but they're terrible. They won't let me on. Oh, I don't like that. Part of the film is out, so I'm gonna open it. Like part of the film is a little. You gotta get with the time. Dex. Are you? I'm using Coinbase Pro, which you're probably gonna show me for, but GDAX. I know it's basically just GDAX, but that's what I already had. I already had Coinbase, so I was able to link it to Coinbase Pro, and I have this bot just running for fun. We'll see. I'm gonna turn this around. The fees are so high on Coinbase Pro. I just want something with lower fees so that my bot can do stuff. MetaMask and Uniswap. I don't know what Uniswap is. I know what MetaMask is. I know MetaMask is basically just a wallet, isn't it? Like an in-browser wallet. You gotta store your recovery key, right? There's no like sort of password system. It's like your email and then your recovery key or something like that, right? Use Coinbase to buy, not trade. Yeah, I've been using Coinbase Pro for trading bot that does trading for me. You know, buy some at this point, sell some at this point. Very algorithmic. Yeah, so I know about MetaMask. I don't know what Uniswap is. You can explain that if you want, but yeah, I've never actually heard of that, Matt. Uniswap is no KYC. I don't actually know what KYC is, my man. I don't really know a lot about finance or tech, fintech. You know, people assume that I do because you know I'm a hacker, but yeah, I'm more. I don't know. I don't know a lot about money or stuff like that, right? Like I'm kind of just winging it. I don't know a lot about investment. I'd like to know about, you know, more about it because it seems very interesting and like it's something you can't get away from. But you're too young to trade crypto. I feel you, man. I was in that position for a long time, and you know, like I was still able to get a little piece of the pie. You know, I was 16 years old. My uncle was, you know, working at this company, and I installed some bots on the computers to mine cryptocurrency back in the day. But yeah, I'd recommend, you know, if you got a little tiny computer that you got sitting around, you know, maybe mine something that you believe in, Monero or I probably can't mine Monero that well. Doge is infinitely mineable, but probably getting really hard now. But yeah, I mean, I would just look at it's too much to type. I feel you. You can't physically buy it. Yeah. It's you're not gonna be able to buy it, but you can generate a tiny amount of crypto using your own machines if you'd like. You know, this passive sort of thing. Obviously, the ones that are overmined now are kind of impossible to get in on, but you get the idea. You don't have to you don't have to buy it to get started. You can always get it in just a wallet. You don't have to verify your identity and stuff like that. Hardware wallet, I think, is an option too. But yeah, I totally feel you because I was too young to do anything like that. Um, one time I also got a Visa credit card somehow. I don't remember how, but I used that to get some cryptocurrency actually back in the day. I don't remember how I got that Visa credit card, but somehow I ended up with like $100 Visa credit card. Or not like a credit card, gift card, I guess. Visa gift card. Where you can use it just like any old Visa card, right? Those were the best gifts. It's like, hey, here's a debit card with $100. Basically, you know, as a kid, I was like, yeah, I'm going to GameStop. But yeah, one time I put it in some Bitcoin, I think. Whoa, okay. That piece of films just flew across like my desk to my keyboard. Let's pull it out in a sec. Crypto is crazy, man. It's crazy what's been going on with crypto. It's very interesting. I like how all these famous people and these rich people are like, yeah, it's like kind of cool. You know, we got Elon Musk, who's like, he's like the, I don't know, what do you want to call him? Like the priest. He's like the priest of the crypto religion or something, right? He's like preaching to people through memes. Archpriest Musk or something. That'll probably piss off Matt. But no, I think it's pretty funny. Um, so let's just keep it going here. I should probably dispose of these in a better way. Like little pieces of film here. It's getting all over the place. They're so sticky. Yeah, all orange, exactly. Exactly, it's all orange. So, I do have a Cheeto cable coming, and I do have that orange cable for now, that orange cracking cable, but I have the orange Cheeto Puff cable, which you may have seen on, you're just doing monkey type right now. Nice. Yeah, I just sort of had the idea. After seeing the tangerines, I was like, well, it'd be really nice on an all orange keyboard. And, I just wanted to seize that opportunity, and here we are. We're making the orangest orange keyboard. And, that Cheeto Puff cable is going to be a nice, cherry on top. But yeah, we are going for a very, very orange theme here. I like to peel off those little pieces of plastic when I can. I think I get it all over. You want an orange NK65 with WOB keycaps. I gotta look those up. I don't actually know what those are off the top of my head. Are they cool? I was looking at some keycaps on, I think it's Key Company or something, like some blanks, like really colorful blanks. So they had an orange color, and I really wanted them. It took every bone in my body not to hit that button, because I could just swap these guys out. These are some really cheap ones, some really cheap shine through keycaps. Oh, white on black. Oh, I should have known that. I'm a goofball. Yeah, I think I saw some really nice ones recently. Some really nice white on black keycaps. I was showing them to a buddy of mine. Actually, we're trying to figure out what he wants. They're like 25 bucks. Ooh, that's not bad. I think these guys are around that. They were like 25, something like that. Came with a nice letter in Chinese that I couldn't read, so I had my wife read it. It was basically just like, these keycaps are really good. Thank you for being a customer. It's like, these keycaps are pretty normal, bro, but you're welcome. These aren't the best keycaps right here, but I just got them because I didn't really see any full orange keycaps at the time. Yeah, there you go, those. So I didn't see any good orange keycaps when I was building this. Like I just really like there were no good like all orange ones, and I really wanted it to be all orange. But I might go for those because yeah, those are blank. Those don't have anything on them, and I could just kind of have a completely blank 65 very orange keyboard, which I would be a fan of. I'd like that. I definitely don't mind not having any sort of print. I do like side print, but I don't care if I have no print, basically. Totally fine with it. So instead of using Binance, you can connect your MetaMask to Uniswap or any number of decentralized exchanges. You don't have to sign up for anything. You don't have to give identification. Most of it's traded on the Ethereum, and Ethereum fees are getting very high right now, but it works very well. Oh, that's cool. I'll see if it works with my trading bot. If it does, then I'll probably sign up for it. They said something about MetaMask on the trading bot, so I think it can link up to it, but we'll see. We'll see about the exchange. Yeah, it sounds pretty awesome, dude. Yeah, I might get the Key Creatives OPM. I might just go for it. No, you're not bad at typing. You're fine. Unless you're talking like objectively. Objectively, I'm pretty bad at typing. I'm pretty slow. But I'm hoping to get better. I've been practicing on a ton of different types of keyboards, and I do the typing sort of test, the type racer, and things like that, just for fun, to kind of see my progress. These are so solid now, y'all. Like they aren't going anywhere. I'm really, really happy with the results. The filming here has really made a big difference, and I totally get it now. I understand why everyone's telling me that I need to film the tangerines. Like, totally makes sense to me now. I just had to get some films. I didn't have any films before. All right, pull that right off. The bottom part wants to come up with it, but that's okay. We'll just poke them out. And try to get that on pretty nice. Cool. You're using some super tactiles right now. Box Royals. Oh, nice. My wife, I put box navies in hers because she really, really liked those when she tried them. And basically, I had the 64, or I had the 130 switch super tester kit, and I had her try it so that we could figure out what type of keyboard to make for her. And she ended up liking the box navies. Um, so that's what we ended up getting. And yeah, she's a huge fan, huge fan. 45 grams because you're very used to laptop keyboards. I feel that. That makes sense. I feel like laptop keyboards. I feel like a lot of kids now, like not like you specifically, right? But a lot of younger people I know, like growing up, right? Like people now who are like um, just starting to get to college and stuff like that. Like even so I guess like maybe a little older than you are. But yeah, I think a lot of those people are way used to laptop keyboards. Did I ever study cryptography? I did study cryptography. I had a couple of cryptography classes. I did a lot of crypto stuff. Do you have to change the springs on everything? Um, oh, you do. You do have to change the springs on everything. Oh, because you like the lighter springs. That totally makes sense. I feel like, um, if you're coming from laptop keyboards and that's actually like your preference, I think that yeah, it's hard to find something that's like very similar. I know people are liking the chocolates, right? Like the low profile chocolates. I don't know if you've tried those. Maybe those will be a little more your liking. There's less activation required, right? So like you push less, right? You travel less, I guess. Hmm. Well, yeah, the chocolates are very, very low profile switches, and they do remind me of like the chiclety laptop keyboards. The Mac sort of keyboard, almost. Hey, there we go. Ah, I want to get this straight. There we go. Oh no! Right when I had it, it moved. Okay, right. Am I? Oh, I put it down upside down. I think. There we go. That's way better. was like, this feels weird. Like, what's wrong? Obviously, it was me. Cool. You like 65G lubed linears? Oh yeah, those are heavy. Yeah, totally, man. I feel that. I feel like I'm really used to it. I've been using browns. Browns were my daily thing for a long, long time. Actually, up until this keyboard, browns are my daily. You became very fascinated with keyboards when you would break the key and try to repair the little piece underneath the keyboards. Yeah. Oh yeah. I fixed a what's it called? A IBM Model M, which is probably the best example of that, Matt. Like keyboards being really interesting and weird and like wonderful. Like the bucking spring keyboard of the IBM days. So I just fixed one of those guys, and fixing the switches underneath was interesting. Browns are nice and light. Yeah, browns are nice. Get around browns for 40. Oh, I really like how these are feeling with the films, actually. Way tighter tolerance, for the wiggle there. So that's always nice. Let's pull that right off. Another switch film. Try to poke the bottom layer through without sticking it to itself again, because that was a pain to pull off. Got like really, really stuck to itself. So I'm sure there's a better way to do this. I should probably watch more people film the switches, but I'm sure there's a better way to do this. But yeah, we're just brute forcing it. So let's keep it going. Cool. These feel great. Oh yeah, very nice. Tight tolerance now. They're not wiggling all over the place. So it's kind of the goal. I didn't really feel like these needed filming until I felt one filmed, and I'm like, oh yeah, all of them. Also, I've never filmed a Switch, so like me being like this doesn't need filming really means nothing. I just read the internet. People are like, yeah, bro, film it, and I'm like, okay. That's how it works, man. The internet tells me to do things, I do it. Uh, you like keyboards because it's a large community for having a community. But it's my special thing and the people that surround me. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like it makes it even more special when you meet somebody in the wild who's like into keyboards, right? Like my friend, like I have a small Discord for like people that I play games with, really. And my friend wanted to bring his friend in there, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm always reluctant to do that because I don't know what these people are gonna be like or what they're gonna say to my friends, right? Like, so I'm always a little reluctant to do that. But I was like, yeah, sure, because like I've known this guy for years. I know he's not gonna bring anybody bad in. And I sort of have my my negative hat on, and this guy comes in, me and my friend who's David, who's actually sitting with me in this chat right now. He just hasn't been talking a lot, but yeah, here he is. But yeah, basically, me and Dave were talking about keyboards, and then this other guy, he was like, oh, like I like keyboards too. And then he posted his keyboard, and we're all just like nerding out about keyboards. So it's like, yeah, it's really great to like. It's awesome when you meet somebody in the wild. Like this guy went to my high school. Like I never knew this guy, right? Like this guy went to my high school, and he was into keyboards, and I didn't even know him. So. It was just really cool, but yeah, I feel you. It's like it's your special thing in your small friend group, but then like you meet all these other people who are like into it and like know so much, and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. This is a great community. It's always great. It's always great to find those people. Like anyone can build a computer or anything like that, but they can't keyboards. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of people building computers now. I'd have to agree with you on that. I think there are objectively less people building computers than there are keyboards. I would believe that the crossover though is pretty phenomenal. I've seen a lot of people who are building keyboards. This might be a dumb assumption on my part, but this is just what I'm gonna assume. I'd assume that a lot of people who are building keyboards are probably also building their own computers, right? Maybe not so much the other way around. I don't think like a lot of people who are building their computers are building their own keyboards, but I think a lot of people who are building keyboards have built their own computers, right? Like I think that once you built your own computer, you probably get that bug. Yeah, it sounds to be true. Yeah, I think it's a wide sweeping generalization, but I think it is definitely true. I think that most of the people who are keyboard streamers probably are also into custom computer builds, right? I think that's a pretty safe assumption. They're pretty close to each other, right? It's like custom computer, custom keyboard, right? Like almost feels like one and the same. Well, that's a good observation. OPM. I do believe that it might be a little easier to build a computer than a keyboard. Love PC builds. Me too, Matt. Me too. So everyone on Facebook, if you want to join the conversation, jump over to Twitch. That's where we're all talking. But I do know there are some people on Facebook watching, and I do appreciate that, and I will answer your questions if they come in. But yeah, you can join the party, join the conversation on Twitch. That's where we're at. With keyboards, there are a lot more subtle features that PC users don't really pay attention to. Yeah, I feel like PC builds can be really intricate. Like I'm building like a really crazy water cooling loop with like motherboard water cooling, VRM water cooling. It's like there's a lot of attention to detail, but I feel like the parts are obviously way smaller for a keyboard. You got all these tiny things like diodes and switches, and you know, yeah, I agree with that. They're smaller pieces. What's your thought on spacebar foam? Actually haven't heard of foam specifically for spacebar. I do know like bottom case foam, top case foam, like right underneath the plate and stuff, but I guess I don't really know what spacebar foam is. Oh, bandaging spacebar, bandaging the stabs. Yeah, I think that's great. That's a great thing to do. Water cooled all the way. Oh, I've seen mineral oil submerged. Yeah, I'm not going like that. That's crazy. But I'm doing GPU water cooling, CPU water cooling, and motherboard VRM water cooling because that's what's responsible for overclocking. So it has a high ROI when you water cool it. It's like foam for your spacebar. I've actually never seen like spacebar foam. That's awesome though. Like that sounds pretty interesting. Because mhm. There are probably some cases out there. Yeah, there are probably some cases out there. You don't know. You saw it and your spacebar is loud. Can you drop a link? I don't know if you can actually drop a link or like the name of it, and I can look it up and like maybe give you my thoughts on it. But oh, you find some, David? You find some spacebar fun? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Probably just because it's loud. I think that's what he's saying. But OPM. Have you done stab mods to your spacebar yet? Like, have you modded your stabs like clipping, bandaging, lubing? So I'd say like if you do that, you probably don't really need to buy anything else unless you do all that stuff and like you clip them. The clipping is probably gonna help you the most with the noise, right? If it's really loud, clipping the stabs is going to be the highest ROI there. I can't really say anything about the foam just because I don't know, but I wouldn't recommend buying anything else because you can just clip, lube, and bandage, right? Like you do those three things, you're gonna have a pretty nice quiet stab. What GPU? So I bought a 3090. That's for the new build. Right now I'm running a 2070 on this build that I'm talking to y'all on. That's what I'm running. I'm running a 2070, the Ryzen 5. I'm going to be getting a Ryzen 9, a 5950X, and yeah, and 3090. It sounds like a 1U switch. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'd watch some videos too. Like I'd watch a video. Maybe somebody's made a video about spacebar foam and they compare it. Oh, there we go. There's a link. I'll crack that open so we can take a look. I'm interested. Oh yeah, it seems like if you have if you have anything like that, yeah, like David said, or you can probably get a piece of foam and like push your spacebar on it like really hard, right, and like get an imprint of it, and then you can like cut around that with an X-Acto knife or something. But yeah, it seems like that might help with the spacebar physically hitting the switch. But you could also get O-rings, and I think those might do something similar, right? If you were to put the O-rings around the stems and the bar. But I'm not sure actually. I'm not 100% sure. Just a first glance, I'm thinking like maybe it'll serve a similar purpose. I don't know how different it'll be, but I would be interested in a comparison if anyone has one. I doubt that sounds like pretty novel, so I doubt anyone has like a comparison video like, hey, spacebar foam versus like O-rings versus clip lube bandage. Like that would be really interesting actually. Oh, what you got here, David? Oh, that's awesome. What do they compare it to? Hmm. Okay, gotcha. I love that. I love that they did that already. So, yeah, that's probably something you'd want to watch OPM. Box navies are super loud. Box navies are thick click. So, thick with three C's. Very, very thick click. So, yeah, my wife loves the loud, noisy keyboards, so that's what she got. She got the box navies. But yeah, they're very, very loud. I lubed them, actually. There's a special way to lube them so that it doesn't seep out of the hole like it usually does with a box navy. But yeah, we lubed them a special way, and I did not do anything else to them. But yeah, the lubing retains the acoustics. She really likes the acoustics, so she didn't want to lose it. We had to use 3406 instead. We used the Tribosis instead of the 205G0. Um, but that's just because we wanted to retain the acoustic qualities. We tried them with both. We did a little test. But yeah, they're super loud. What's my favorite CPU processor? I mean, like I've been AMD for a while. I used the Phenom Black Series 6 cores. Um, I've been AMD for a long time, to be honest. I've had Intel before, like on laptops and stuff, but I don't know. I've always had AMD. Like I always had good experiences with AMD. I haven't ever had an issue with them. They last me forever. So yeah, AMD's good. I got no problem with AMD. I think that they make fine products. I'm not a big fan of their graphics card anymore, but it seems like they might be trying to fix some of that. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the AMD graphics card. It's good for Linux. If I was doing Linux stuff, I'd probably get it. If I was doing more Linux stuff like on my desktop, I don't do any Linux stuff on my desktop. I really just don't have a reason to. So, yep, it's kind of where I'm at. My Windows machine's only for gaming. Everything else, I'm not doing any work on a Windows machine most of the time. I had to actually for my job because I was doing some stuff where I required a VPN that wouldn't be associated with my employer, and I did some things and stuff that I wouldn't have done on my work computer. Oh, this is upside down again. But yeah, um, intentionally vague posting here, but yeah, I did some stuff on my machine instead. But yeah, I usually don't do work on my Windows machine. We know Apple processors. Really? I didn't know they were pulling ahead of anything really. Maybe just for the Apple operating system because of the optimizations, right? But I know somebody managed to reverse engineer the Apple architecture already, and they have already managed to run Linux on it, which means it's probably getting better. And you like that one. Okay, so we're gonna keep filming. Let's grab the next film. Okay, next one here. Oops, let's pull it out all the way. We'll just move it back right here and oh, right there. Let's take it down. So it's going pretty well so far. Wait a sec, I thought Apple was Linux. Apple's like BSD. It's a Unix-based system, though. It's a Unix-like system. Oops. Let's pull out this. Oh no. Did it just reclip it? Yeah, it reclipped itself. Alright. What's up? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I think we'd have to do that before. Yeah. If you want, we can get some films. I might need more, though. I think this is only 100. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, man. I think Well, I think it's just going to reduce the wobble, but I don't know how much wobble there is on the Gate-Around Reds. But what I would do is I would look up Gate-Around Red, uh, Gate-Around Red ink filming and see what people say on like Reddit and stuff. But I would just Google that really, just see what people say, because people have probably done it and they'll have some feelings about it. But I think yeah, linears. I think it's usually a go. Let's see. You also got World of Warcraft to play on Linux one time. Boy, was that work! Yeah, I also got World of Warcraft to run on Linux. It was something. Honestly, it ran pretty easily for me, but I guess it depends on what version, what time you're doing it at, and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty easy for me. I don't know why, it just worked. Um, you wish you had the money to pursue an all orange keyboard for fun. I feel you. This is like my first full like custom build. I'm really excited because I've never, I think I was in your situation. I didn't really have the money to build a nice keyboard. I had before this I had the same keyboard for 8 years. So yeah, I was in that position too. One day I hope we'll be able to build all the fun keyboards that you desire, all the themed keys, and I'm sure you will be able to. Let's see, we're pretty close to the bottom here. Yeah, this is probably going to be my daily, or at least my work keyboard for a while. You're going to get a 67 light. Nice, nice, nice. I'm trying to find a nice like, because this is going to be either my work or my personal keyboard. I'm trying to find one for like the other. Like I was gonna get a split ergo or something like that. Something that's gonna be nice and comfortable for like long hours typing. What did I have before? I had a Cooler Master Quickfire Rapid Stealth with Cherry MX Browns. Didn't do anything to it. No mods, no lubing, none of that. It was just a keyboard I had for years and years and years. I cleaned it, but that was really the only thing I did to it, was cleaning it. Probably do some mods to it eventually. People give me all sorts of ideas of things I could do to that keyboard. There we go. Keyboard is a custom ALU board. Nice. And it's kind of like the board we're making for David over here. We got a really nice custom XD85, XD84. Yep, not 5 with it's a 75, which is why I think I get that confused. But it is going to have Gator on Red Ink v2s, GMK Samurai caps. Nice, lubed all of them, but yeah, it's a nice aluminum like red body case with a frosted acrylic bottom. It's pretty nice. It's gonna look good. Can actually show you it. I did if you want to see me put all the switches in, all the LEDs in for the LED pattern, that was the last video I did. It should still be up. Oops. And I can also show you what it looks like in a minute. Keyboard right. Wait, I already read that. Now that I think about Linux, it used to be pretty mysterious. Neighbor's Wi-Fi, stock password. Yeah, that's funny. Classic. Alright, so I do have this keyb from Mr. David here. And I just need to solder it. These are all the switches, you know, obviously you get it on reds. It seems like we'll probably be pulling all these out and filming it. But yeah, here's the LED matrix here. But yeah, it seems like we're gonna be filming all these switches, which, you know, should be fun. I'm totally down to do it. I think oh, you know what, David? You probably don't want to film these switches. Remember? Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, one, they're going to be soldered down, and two, like the switch top casings for these feel really fragile. So if I open them again, some of these are going to break, and you're going to need to buy more. Yeah, sorry. It seems like they're just really, really sensitive, like the top housings. You want a 65%. Yeah, I think 65% is a good sweet spot for sure. But yeah, David, the only reason I wouldn't recommend it is because I don't want to break any more of these. It seems like the clips on the Get Around inks are very, very fragile. I don't know what that top housing is made out of, but it doesn't seem like it's going to last opening another time. Yeah, we can do it with the next keyboard we make, yeah. Because then we'll lube and film, you know, like same time, maybe. Yeah, like we can just lube all of them, and then before we close them up, we'll film all of them, and then yeah, we can just do it on we'll do it on my red M Stone acrylic pad, and it should be a pretty open and closed job, you know, it should be pretty easy for us. And you know, thanks to everybody for following. You know, because of y'all, we made affiliate really quickly, and you know, people who commission keyboards for me are getting a role. You've probably already noticed. I need to give it one to other David, but yeah, David, you do have a VIP role in this thing now. Yeah, so just for fun, but yeah, can give out 10 of them. So first 10 commissions David's already 3 of the first 10 commissions, but yeah, it's pretty hilarious. First 10 unique people to commission. Yeah. Yeah, right. 4. Oh yeah, we still have to make it the Pride one, the GMK Pride. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, mhm. Yeah. Mhm. It's gonna change the yeah, it's gonna change the way the rainbow goes for sure. I would look at some keyboards that have them already that have like Pride. I don't know if they yeah, some of they might have done a run before previously. I'm not entirely sure, but I think they might have done a run before. Yeah. 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 Here, OPM, I'll give you a deal, man. Once I have something else that's cool to give to people who are getting commissions, so that they can feel special. I will give you a VIP role just for fun since you're an early sub, you're an early follower, right? So how about that? You stick around and you'll get your VIP just for hanging out. You'll be a special case. We'll get the commission guys something else. You and I will think of something. Maybe we can we'll get them stickers or something. Make some fun custom. Yeah. I can send you some hacker cow stickers. You already have enough for a lifetime, David. Oh my god, that's funny. Time to commission a $25 keyboard. Yo, you're hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, OPM, do one of those 2% keyboards. This is 2 switches. You can do, isn't there just like one that's just one big switch? Like it's like bus switch or something. You can get in like red, blue, or yellow and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. Let's commission one of those. We'll think of something else. Like now that I'm an affiliate, I should probably take this seriously. We've just been doing streams for my friends. It's like people who just want to watch me do keyboards, and would I actually be up for that? I mean, we could do it as a joke. Yeah, sure. I'm down to do that as a joke. We could totally do it. I'll throw a couple switches in there for you. We'll just mess around with it. We'll just do it for fun. Like, I don't see why not. We can make it 60% for like 30 bucks. Hey, that'd be cool. I don't know if that's possible. It would be really cool if there was one that is that cheap. If you buy the switches, I mean, we'll talk about it for sure. I gotta make sure I have leftover switches here because I've been going through quite a few. But yeah, we can talk about it. I don't see why not. We could do it for fun one day. Maybe an April Fool's stream, right? We'll do something like that, something hilarious. You can build a 60 for 30. That's pretty awesome, dude. I mean, like that sounds like a good entry thing, like good entry option for people. I'm glad to see it get that affordable. Is it like a fully acrylic thing like that? Like what's the PCB like? Do you have to solder the diodes? Like what's that look like? One thing I've never done is soldering diodes. Oh, yes, you would use a Pro microcontroller cheap case. Yeah, that makes sense. Could probably get like a what is it, like a acrylic plate or something. Couldn't be too much. No PCB. No PCB. Okay, so you just wire it to the controller or something. I guess I'm not really sure. I guess I've never seen a PCB-less board, but that sounds cool. I think I've seen what are those like? They're those really transparent boards that you have to like solder all the diodes and wire everything up. It's pretty crazy. People have like these matrices, wire matrices on the back of the keyboard. It looks awesome. Always down for a challenge. Always down for something new. So, oh no. Okay, so this film. Oh, there we go. It's fine. No, actually. Hmm. Yeah, this film seems like it went down weird. Yeah, let's open this guy back up. Ooh, perfect. And David, you see a cool case that you want for your GMK Pride build? Yeah. I don't like how this switch is staying down. Like it's staying like. Hmm. Every other, yeah, like every 2 or 3. Yeah, you have an idea. See PCB with insert chips, like chips that are flush with the board. Where did I put this guy? Right here, right? He's a little weird one, right? Right here. This guy keeps getting stuck down there. So I want to open that again, and let's take a look at where that film landed. I think it needs to move a little forward. I think it's catching. Okay, let's try to pull it off. And I'm just going to move forward a tiny bit. Tiny bit. Cool. That looks a lot better. I hope. Actually, it looks the same. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Oh man, it's still getting stuck. Oh, do I have Discord? Um, yeah, it's not really like a public Discord, really. Sorry, everyone, my headset died. So yeah, like I have a Discord, but it really isn't like a Twitch Discord. It's kind of just like a ton of people gaming and stuff. I need to make a Discord for like Twitch, I think. Yeah, my audio cut out. My like whole headset died. Rolls, you're right, David. I need to get that. I need to get that working, but I'll figure that out OPM because I got to do that. I just need to look into the permission system a little more and lay it out for everyone. But yeah, I'd like to make it so that Twitch people can join Discord and hang out and stuff. But yeah, I wasn't really. I don't know. I was just like streaming these. I wasn't really like expecting anything, and like we kind of hit affiliate in a couple days, so that was kind of crazy. But I was kind of just streaming the stuff for David here to watch, and then other. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was alive, and then other people started showing interest, and yeah, it was really great. But yeah, I'll try to get that going OPM, and I'll be sure to let you know. Try to make it so I can post that Discord link here and get people into the keyboards role from Twitch and stuff like that. So, because we do have a keyboards role when we want to talk about keyboards and like share cool things with each other. So yeah, I'd love to have you in there actually. You seem pretty nice. Really? Oh man, I should probably. Oh yeah, that's been an issue for a little bit just because of all the traffic. What kind? Oh cool. Let's see. You like linear switches then, David? Is that it? Hmm. Yeah. The not tangerines, the dragon fruits. Yeah. But you'll try those soon. You gotta. Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know. People are saying they're like browns and blues or something like that. Which one? Oh, I think I saw those. I think I saw those. Yeah. Where was that on again? Yeah, I think I saw it on there. But I forgot who they're vending it through, like the vendor. You've a board with dragon fruits. Oh, nice. I need to make a dragon fruit board. I'm waiting for a Datamancer case to come in the mail, and then I'll be able to make my dragon fruit build. It's going to be a Prionic. I was thinking also doing. Tell me what you think about this OPM. So my buddy, right? He works at a company, and they reclaim broken tech from like when a company goes out of business, right? Like they go there and they clean up. They take the keyboards, they take the computers, the monitors, they take all that stuff, right? And then they sell it on eBay. So when there are keyboards that are not in tip-top shape, right? Like they're missing keys or the switch is like a switch or two is broken or something, they just throw them out. So he just takes them and he sends them to me. He's going to send them to me. He's been collecting a ton of DOS keyboards. They're throwing out DOS keyboards. So I'm gonna throw some dragon fruits in a DOS keyboard. I think. What do you think about that? So I'm trying to think. What else can I throw dragon fruits in? Right? Like I'm not just gonna build like a tiny 5 by 12 ortholinear keyb. Like that. That's cool. Like that's easy though. And I was thinking I'll do a whole like DOS keyboard desoldering video, and then I'll solder on the dragon fruits. But what do you think about that? I'm trying to think of what to build with dragon fruits. Ship you one. If I get a lot, we'll see what happens, right? I need to get them first, but yeah, he's sending them to me, and then like I fix them up, and then I'm like supposed to get them to people or like do commissions for them or something like that, and then kick him back a little bit of the money to cover shipping and beer and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of fun because his employer doesn't want him. His employer is like, meh, it's like, meh, keyboard, schmeeboard, right? Well, all of us on the other hand are like, you what? You're throwing out what? You probably get a kick out of this. They were throwing out a kinesis. They were throwing out a whole kinesis. So one of the guys he worked with managed to swoop it up before him. I was pretty upset, but it's okay. I would have thrown the dragon fruits in a kinesis. Overpriced. DOS keyboards are, yeah, I agree. I agree that they're overpriced actually. I would never buy one myself. Hey, but free keep, free keep. And it's something fun to hack on. Turn it into a Franken keep. What'd you say, David? Oh, really? That's weird. Huh. Is it back now? Okay. Yeah, but DOS keyboards are pretty expensive. They are overpriced. Um, but free keep. Free keep, free keep. Maybe I'll even try to do every single switch. I was thinking like if he sends me enough DOS keyboards, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take every single type of switch that I have from the key company, right? And like maybe I'll even get the Kiwis or whatever. But take all of them and put all of them in their own DOS key. Build a DOS keyboard with every type of the key company switch. Have a little series going. Could be fun. What commissions have we done so far? So I'm doing one for David right now, the GMK Black Samurai. I did a plank keyboard for somebody else. I just like kind of put that together for him, which is pretty easy actually. I did one for my wife, not really a commission, yeah, but she's my first customer. Um, and yeah, just kind of been doing them for myself really. But yeah, I'm doing 3 commissions for David that I planned out. I did 1 commission for somebody else. Oh, thank you for the water, Jai. Wife just came out of the water, super clutch, totally pog. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I have like 7 commissions lined up, basically, just for friends and mostly David here. Yeah, and then I got a couple for myself. Just doing a couple for myself too. But yeah, most of these commissions are going for David. What are the 3 for David? Good question. So there is a Lancelot GMK for David, which we're building in a boop, right, David? So yeah, we're putting the Lancelot GMK pink in a boop from TKC, and it's going to be a rose gold boop. And what switches are we putting in that, David? Okay. Yeah, the pink Kraken, right? To you. It's going to your house. Okay, good. Nice. So yeah, pink Kraken for a Lancelot GMK boop, and he's doing a GMK Pride build. I don't think we figured out the case for that yet. Um, do we figure out the switches for the GMK Pride? Okay. How does how does David have so much money? Is this question? David likes keyboards. Yeah. He's no, David, we all work in tech. I definitely didn't have keyboard money until like this year, but yeah. Definitely would have never dreamed of doing this. He's a crazy rich Asian. Oh god. I'm glad you like that one, David, but yeah. Um David's David's okay, David does okay. um DOS. Am I familiar working in DOS, like Windows DOS? Um I mean, yeah, it's not really a big thing anymore, but yeah. I think a lot of folks who grew up around our time are familiar with messing with it at least, but yeah, it's not like something that I go out of my way to deal with, to be honest. It's not recent enough to be useful for for my stuff, right? Like if I wanted to maybe do like old school stuff, I guess. But yeah, I don't think there's really a reason for it anymore. Could be wrong. Somebody could prove me wrong. Maybe it has its own practical use cases, but I don't really know. Got to be honest, I was never a Microsoft guy, right? Like I learned on a Windows computer because that was all there was accessible to me, right? Like in the family stuff. Oh no, let's get this film on, right? But yeah. So David's okay. So yeah, GMK Red Samurai, with Gatoron red inks, lubed, clipped, all that, bandaged, doing all that. Um, are those all David's builds? Yeah, those are all David's builds. And then for myself, obviously this guy here, NK95. I'm getting the coiled Cheeto cable, Cheeto puff cable in the mail. tangerines, lubed films, and stabs are clipped and bandaged. Um, the keycaps are nothing special, just the orangest ones I could find. Um, what else am I building for myself? I'm building a Prionic in a Datamancer case. It's a walnut wood Datamancer case. I'm building that with the dragon fruits. Um, yeah, and it's really nice because the lid for the case for the Prionic, the Datamancer case, it's a cover, a magnetic cover, but it also works as a wrist rest when you pull it off. So I'm excited. I'm probably going to use that as one of my main keyboards for a while, just so I can really get some enjoyment out of it and some utility out of it and get used to it. But I'm excited to have an ortho uh, key. I want to do an ergonomic build after that, or 1800 compact. I still haven't decided. Um, hey, what's up, Sully the King? Is it legit walnut wood? Yes, it is. I actually don't have it, but I can show you. You want to see like it on the computer? I could show you it on the computer, but I don't have it yet because it's a commission. Yeah, you want to see it? Okay. And also thanks for coming through, Sully. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate the follow. I hope you're doing well, King. Sully the King. All right, let's pull up that walnut case real quick. I'm going to plug in this keyboard and try to type. Sorry for that. Datamancer. Okay, Prionic. Okay, I can't hit enter, so I'm gonna click the link, and I'm gonna unplug this guy here. Now you want a carbon fiber keyboard. Carbon fiber would be sick. Okay, so let me pull up this design for y'all. I'm gonna throw up a browser window. Where do you get a walnut keyboard? So this guy's called Datamancer, and whoops, that is not what I want. I don't want a browser window. Sorry, folks. We're gonna get rid of that. Remove. So where do you get a walnut keyboard? This guy's called Datamancer. There are other people who make them too, like for sure. But I like this guy. Here, I'll show you window capture real quick. There you go. You got the keyboard right there. So let's make it bigger. So hopefully you can see this pretty clear. That's a cherry wood one, right? So let me show you the walnut one. That's the walnut. Let's take a look. I forgot how much it was. This is how much it is. So I did standard. I didn't want to do like I'm gonna do some flat profile keycaps, some cat actually, KAT. So it should work in the standard here. And I did the walnut instead. So, oh, actually the walnut adds some money to it. 6.99 added to it. So that's the starting price, and then when you add that, add 6.99. So like 115, right? And this is it. This is the walnut. Thank you. My desk is walnut too, and I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a really nice build. I really like the way that it looks. I like the standard one too. You know, it's a little shorter. Whoops, sorry. Let's try to fix that. There we go. Yeah, he's gonna clear coat it too, Sully. But yeah, I'm really excited. Like, look at how thin that is. It's pretty thin. So, I'm really excited to pump my Prionic in there. Just like pop that boy in there and let it rip. It's gonna be fun. You know, that's the type of keyboard that I'm excited to own for sure. It's gonna match my desk pretty well too, so that's a big plus. My desk, as y'all can see, is walnut. Sorry for the blur. Looks like the camera's just readjusting itself, but y'all get the idea. It's gonna be a fun little walnut ortho keep. Yeah, it would be really fun to bring around. I think that's kind of the whole point. You know, if I want to go somewhere and like work, like I can kind of just do it, right? And I think that's one of the great things that I like about my line of work, right? Just being in tech, right? Like sometimes it can feel like doom and gloomy, but like one of the really cool things is being able to work from wherever. I could like go to Bali or something, or visit my mom and just bring that little keyboard, and I'd still feel like I could make a little nice workspace for myself. Hey, Genly Bean, is that how you say it? Genly Bean, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're having a excellent Sunday. We're just talking about all the type of keyboards that we want to acquire, throughout our lives, and the types that we're building. And ortho is underrated. I do agree. What do I do, OPM? I work in computer security. I make sure that technical exploits are ideally not exploited, and to make sure that information about technical exploits that are present in companies' codes are either not executed or they're patched or, um, you know, yeah, basically make it improbable for a breach to occur. Uh, Janelli, Janelli Bean, I like that. Uh, well, yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that. Minimal vowels. Ortho's so underrated though, Janelli. I totally agree. I played with the plank. Actually, there's a video on my profile of me playing with a plank. So I'm getting the Prionic, but yeah, I was playing with my buddy's plank that I built him, and we threw some box jades in there, and it was very nice. It's a great experience, and I had so much fun. If you watch the stream, I had so much fun like playing with the music features, because you can play, like musical notes through your keyboard, like the speaker on your keyboard. So I had a great time with that. Like that was honestly some of the most fun I had with a keyboard. So I'm really excited that I'm building this Prionic with the Datamancer case. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna go for a bit. I'll be back. Oh yeah, for sure. OPM, thanks for coming by. Really nice to meet you, and I'll keep you posted about Discord. I need to make a way for people to join Discord easy, but I will do that. I do promise. Nice chatting with you too, OPM. Really, really appreciate all the thoughtful questions and the chat for sure. Love talking to you about the keyboard so far. It's been fun. Do you think voice command programming will ever be a thing? So you mean like writing code with your voice? Um, I mean, if you sing like Dragon text to speech, right? Like I add speech to text or something like that. Speaking naturally is what they call it. You can do that. You can be like comma, semicolon, you know, ampersand, whatever, right? Like you can do that. That's a thing for sure. Um, nice. The Contra was your first ortho, and that's a budget plank from a while ago. Pretty much ortho since then. Hell yeah, ortho gang. Yeah, I really like what I've seen, and I do like the way that the company, and the folks from there like operate. So yeah, I'm excited to support them. I'm building 3 keyboards from them. I built that one plank, and I'm building 2 Prionics actually. So yeah, I really like them. Yeah, Ortho. There's dozens of us. That's hilarious. That's a great reference. There's literally dozens. What's expensive? Looking at keys, David? Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw one the other day, like a $500 one that I liked, but yeah, it wasn't enough to warrant that in my mind. Hmm. There's a really funny keyboard up right now called the Skillet. It's like a cast iron keyboard. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, I think somebody dropped it in here a while ago too, like a couple streams ago. It was pretty funny. We were laughing. It's like about that price too. It was like 400, 500 or something, just for the case. But yeah, I like orthos now. Like ever since trying that plank, I'm like, yeah, I'm in. I kind of want an ortho like ergo, split keyboard. I think that's something I want to build too. I was actually telling OPM that that would probably be one of my next builds after everything we have planned so far. But I think I would like to build an ortho, ergo, sort of split keyboard. think it would be really nice for work, but I don't really have anything to base it off of. I just want to do it. Should check out rgbkb.net. Okay, I will actually. Let me keep that open so I don't lose it. Oh wow. Okay, that looks awesome. I really love this. Should check out that keyboard website too, David. Maybe we can throw your GMK Pride in an ortho split keep. That would be pretty fun. Yeah, just because we can't seem to figure out what to build his GMK Pride keycap set. Mm. Oh, did they close it? They closed the group buy? Are you sure? Because I thought that the link I sent you said it was open, like that it didn't even happen yet or something. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. MK Ultra also has some good ortho, but they're slow with the fulfillment. Oh yeah, I feel like everybody in this hobby is used to that slow fulfillment, right? We kind of expect it at this point. It took so long. My buddy David here on the stream with myself, like he and I both bought dragon fruits the same day. And mine came like a whole week later than his. Your, oh, your friend has been waiting on a board run since October and it's still nowhere. Oof, big oof. I saw another group buy, Janelli, and it was a whole year. It was like February 2020 to February 2021 was like the, it was like the, that was the close, right? So it was closed February last year, and they they started fulfillment like yesterday or something. It's like, damn, like that's how it is. It's crazy, right? Waiting for a year, like I'd have to change my address. Be like, hey, remember that keyboard I bought from you like a year ago? Yeah, like send it somewhere else, please. Waiting on the Islander, but they bought it. My friend's still waiting on the friend they bought it with. Got it. Yeah, yeah. So I think it was weird because we bought our dragon fruits at the same exact time, and we both sent them to my house actually. Like we should have like we couldn't buy them together, right? Because obviously they put impose limits. But he bought the max, I bought the max. We sent them both to my house, and his got here way before mine. I bought mine like a little before his, around the same time. But yeah, I don't think the order of like order placement really matters to them. I think they just sort of do it. It seems disjointed. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I know there were a ton of issues with Islander, like people botting and stuff and like snatching them up, right? Like that was pretty messed up too. I know the key company put out some publication about that in their Discord, some sort of commiseration. Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel like shipment, if they wanted to, they could just like thwart the second order, right? If it's going to the same shipment. But yeah, it's like you could have three people who live in the same house who want to buy your products. That's definitely possible. Yeah, yeah. You can probably max spoof though. That's not too hard. Good point. I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, good point. Good point. But I think anyone who's going to be botting, they're not gonna let a Mac ban stop them, right? I think it's a little harder to enforce. Because like I could literally just swap machines, or I could just like throw it in a VM. It's gonna show a different Mac, if I manipulate it. But yeah, I agree. Like it's definitely disjointed. Like the shipping and the fulfillment. Like yeah, I think could be a little better. But they try to keep. It seems like they try to update people pretty regularly, which I do appreciate. You know, like it seems like every day almost there's an update in the Discord, which I really like. Because you know when stuff's going out. Sometimes they'll be like, no update. Like, you know, with the Dragon Fruits, they were like, no update, no update. And then they were out the next day. So it's like, okay. Yeah, it seems like they try to most of the time. But I think it can be difficult when they're pretty small, you know, and they're dealing with like a large scale sort of thing. Keyboard parts that take the longest to ship. Good question, Matt. I think it really depends. You could so everything for the most part, right, is like coming from East Asia. It seems like, right, like that's where a lot of stuff's being made. Um, so it really takes a lot for PCBs and things like that. I don't think there are a lot of PCB manufacturers out here like working on keyboards in the U.S. I don't think there are any, but like I could be wrong, right? Like, but yeah, it just seems like most of the manufacturing, right, is centered in that part of the world for stuff. You know, just like most electronics and you know, the PCB manufacturers and things like that. Like for the artisan stuff, you know, there are group runs and people are working with individual producers, right? But for the super mass produced stuff, like definitely 100%, like you can almost bet it's coming out of there. I'm pretty sure for a lot of the artisan stuff too. Yeah, it's like that's where they contract, right? That's where they find these folks to do these runs in their factories. Folks that are already making PCBs and things like that. They already have the machinery. You give them the schematics, you know, and what you want, the material, and all this stuff, and you pay them, and then they make that run, you know, and then they ship them out. But yeah, that's kind of the life cycle. You know, people, Matt, if you take a look at Geekhack, you will learn a lot about making. And I know I just told you about that website, but Geekhack, right? If you go there and you take a look around, you poke around and stuff, you'll learn a lot about making keyboard stuff and like the whole process. Yeah, yeah, you were poking around. Yeah, so that's where they're gonna explain everything, like how long it takes to make keycaps, like turnaround for this, like oh I'm doing this, like if you see IC man, that means interest check. If you see GB, that means group by. So it's gonna give you an idea what these threads are about, right? But if you go in there, you can see the time to fulfillment, you can see all this, you can see the updates, the threads, right? So it's going to give you an idea. But yeah, I think the things that take the longest are probably, you know, the things that take the most material or the most finesse or the most, you know, expensive equipment, right? Like PCBs takes a while. Cases definitely take a while, right? Like CNC machines are necessary for that, right? And then like I don't know how they're making the PCBs, right? Like I'm assuming it's not your typical backyard acid etched PCB, right? So yeah, I hope that answers the questions. What do you say? I really like the Moonlander, but I wish they would sell it to me without any switches. And they're like, well, we have to test it, so we're gonna put on switches and we're gonna put on keycaps, and then we don't want to take off the switches. And it's like, wait. You could literally plug a keyboard in, right? You could plug a keyboard in and test it without like putting in switches, right? You could use a multimeter. You could use anything, right? Like you could test a keyboard without putting in any switches for sure. You could use the smart tweezers like I did in my last stream, right, to test your PCB. So like you can test a PCB, you can test a keyboard. You don't need to put in switches. And they're like, oh yeah, we do. I'm like, all right, I guess we can't do business. Like I don't want to buy more switches. I'm sorry. Like you know, like unless I have somebody lined up who's gonna buy those switches for me. Like I don't want to buy any more switches. And they have a very slim selection. So it's not like I'm gonna get anything that I want or whatever, right? I'm just gonna get more switches that I'm not going to end up using or that I'll have to get rid of somehow. I just don't want more switches. Hmm. The drops, drop clear. Oh, oh wait, Kiwi switches? I thought you were talking about the drop clear switches. Oh, um, so can you repeat that again? Like the whole thing? Uh huh. Yeah. Clear keycaps. Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. What do you think about that, Janelli? Does that sound pretty cool? He's getting a clear. He has a clear NK65, just like this one in front of me. We're gonna throw drop clears in it. I'm gonna lube those drop clears. Um, and then milky white keycaps on top from NK. I think that sounds pretty cool. I'd like that. I'd like that for you, David. If you want a cool sort of like cloudy keyboard, I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah, Janelli says it's a solid build. She has spoken, so yeah, I think we should go for it. Cool. That'll be a fun build for sure. Yeah, yeah, Janelli, I feel you on that. I'm like honestly, RGB is not like a like having RGB sorry, rather not having RGB is not a deal breaker for me. Um, because like I'm just not really that like my keyboard for the past 8 years didn't have any LEDs whatsoever. There's one for like the caps lock indicator and the num lock indicator, but that was about it. And I just really didn't care about getting a full RGB LED keyboard, which is why I didn't really get into that. But yeah, this was a nice little gift from David for the GMK Samurai build. So I've been enjoying this guy. This is now my daily driver, just because I like how I can make everything orange. The cable to the I had an orange PCB, but that wouldn't fit in here. But yeah, I figured it would be fun to do an all orange build, so that's how we ended up here. Yeah, David's GMK Samurai is going to be like super, super red. I'll have a really red build. Going through all the fun colors here. Oh, whoops, that is totally not the right way. Got a little distracted. Have I heard of advanced circuits? Um, I mean, like in what context, Matt? Is that like a company, or are you just saying like the concept of like circuits which are advanced? Or... Oh, it's a PCB company. I think that sounds familiar. It did sound familiar. I don't know. Maybe they make keyboard PCBs. I did see a really, really fancy PCB, and that for some reason that one popped up in my mind. So you have a program called PCB Artist. You make your own PCB, send it to designers, and they'll make your PCB. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, you should look into making keyboard PCBs. That'll be dope. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Geekhack. Geekhack's the place for you, man. If you're into anything like that. It's like what the whole community runs on. They run on custom keyboard parts. But yeah, I'd make it. I'd make a design mat, and then if you want, you can throw an interest check on Geekhack. If you want to do like a community run, right? Get people in the community like interested and get them buying it. Like that's one way you can do it, my man. Yeah, it helps. It helps to get a group of people who are like, yes, I would buy that. Otherwise it's a little daunting, right? Like, what if I'm the only customer, right? Like, I definitely, you know, take a look at the other interest checks that people have been doing, right? See how those have ended up, and see what you like. Watch the group buys, right? Like, see what people are buying. But yeah, keyboard discords might be looking into if you are going to run an interest check too. Oh yeah, I'd agree. There's some really good keyboard discords too. I feel like I'm in a couple, really cool ones. Like I mean, there's the Key Company Discord, right? Like I'm also in Q's Discord. Uh, Who else? I mean, there's mechanicalkeyboards.com. They have a Discord. I don't know about like maybe there's some community ones that Janelli knows about, but I have a feeling there must be where people are doing interest checks. I feel like a lot of the ones I'm in are for specific like streamers or companies, right? Like that's what it seems like to me. There's so many, but a lot of them have self promo slash market channels. Oh, good point. Yeah, that's a really good point actually. I feel like all of them have a self promo channel for the most part. All right, and we can hit another film real quick. We're getting there, folks. We will do a typing test and we'll have some fun, and then we'll probably call it. I'm hoping I can solder that you know uh, the GMK Samurai build that we've been doing, the Red XD86, and I'm hoping I can stream that this week for y'all. And that would be my goal. Really looking forward to soldering part. Oh, me too, man. I feel like it's so fun. I really like it, actually. I don't know what it is about melting metal on metal. Maybe it's the primal aspect of it, but it's just so awesome. Having a ASMR, yeah. I need to. People are saying I should get an ASMR mic for my keyboard streams, especially for like the sound test and like clicking. I feel like I always do like a similar type of stream, right? It's like a keep chores and chill stream. You know, it's usually a very chill, laid back thing. I feel like it's a reflection of how keyboards make me feel. I don't know, keyboards calm me down. Is that weird, y'all? Keyboards definitely calm me down. Like doing stuff like this with like tiny parts too, it definitely calms me down. Like after a long day or something, or you're maybe you didn't have the best day and then you need to forget about it, right? You do something small, repetitive, where you need to focus. That's great. It calms me the heck down. Yeah, it's relaxing. Relaxing and rational. Yeah, it's procedural too, right? Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's like they're very clear rights and wrongs, right? You do this, you don't do that. So I do like it for that regard, I guess. And I really like the community. I like how people can just like come in here and be like, "Hey, why are you doing that thing?" I'll be like, "Well, here's why I'm doing that thing," and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, cool, thanks." Yeah, like Lubing switch is exactly. It's like a meditative trance, puts you in the zone. Get in the zone, Lubing zone. Less pressure than painting miniatures. Is that something you like to do, Janelli? I know a lot of my buddies like it. I think that's why you like drum and bass. Oh man, um, Matt. So the guy named LSD Mushy in my Discord server, he loves drum and bass. He is very very into that. He also mixes some of my streams. He'll play like live music for us sometimes. He'll like mix D&B for us live. But yeah, he's a big bass head. He's taught me all sorts of things about that community. Actually, very interesting. Hey Brandon, awesome. Yeah, let's do movie night soon, man. I'd love that. Let me know when. And thanks for lurking, bro. You haven't painted minis in a while because you've been playing D&D online mostly, but you do like painting in general. Awesome, awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. I do have some friends who do the painting of miniatures. So they're like making a game, so they're painting all these guys. It seems really cool. I had a friend and she was 3D printing statues and doing a similar thing. She was like 3D printing little statues and then she'd paint them. Honestly, the most stressful part of keyboards is troubleshooting. Yeah, troubleshooting keyboards is not fun, and I think that it's a lot easier when you can tell what's gone wrong by just like looking at something. So like I like the keyboard issues where I like look at the bottom and like this solder joint doesn't look great, or like that's too cold shut or something, right? Like I like those because it's easy to troubleshoot. But yeah, I totally feel like firmware issues, not fun. A great stream today, Brandon. Thanks for stopping by too. Seems like everybody had fun. So this is so like the tolerances like are so tight now, like it doesn't move at all. Like if I grab the front and back, well, these guys they're just like wiggle city over here. Right, like they are quite wiggly. So filming was a great idea. So it seems. I can't wait to see how many pins I've bent, y'all, when I plug this in and go to keyboard tester. It's gonna be the most fun part, right? Let's finish this up. We're gonna hit keyboard tester. We're gonna see exactly how many we have messed up, and then we're gonna do a typing test. I'm really hoping that none of these sockets have bent internal pins now, due to the pulling out and the pushing down of the switches. And like if one of them popped out, like that's fine. I'll solder it down like really quick, and then we can get back to it. But if one of the pins bent, then I might not be able to fix it. I need a really thin needle and like some finesse, you know. But if it's just me pushing a socket into the board, or like a soldering joint coming off, like it did with that drop keyboard, that's totally fine. It's an easy fix for me. Something I could do in a couple seconds. Okay, last film on this page, it seems. So now we can throw down this film. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll throw that one together. I can lube those switches pretty soon. Yeah, that'll be a really easy build too. Yeah, very easy. Yeah. Oh, do what? You're saying? I can do like a typing test with it. Um, like one of those like the street racing typing test things, like the online whatever, like drag race. Yeah, I usually run that for a typing test. Like I'll do the normal like keyboard tester, and then after that works, then I'll do the typing test, like on like a fun game or something like that. But yeah, that's a good idea. Um, I don't know what sort of cool Easter eggs, if any, the NK65 has. Sort of like the Prionic, right? Like the Prionic, the Easter eggs are sort of hidden in the layers, right? Like there are different layers to that keyboard for like the Plank and the Prionic. So that's why it had that music thing. It wasn't like something that I did. It just like kind of came with that, you know. Yeah, exactly. There's a speaker built into it. You know, there's that sort of like the musical musical instrument stuff like built into the firmware. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's definitely not like a common sort of deal. It seems like. It's more like a signature thing from them, I think. Okay, no worries, dude. Either way. Oh no. Yeah. Hmm. That's weird. Yeah, take a look at your resources, see what's up. See. Yeah. Yeah, the last thing is the pride. We just want to figure out what you want to do with that, I think. Hmm. Yeah, it just depends on what type you want, I think. Like, I mean, do you want a split one or do you just want a normal ortho? You want a split ortho? Okay, so like a split like ergonomic ortho in your keyboard. I think Janelli, like I don't know if you're still reading chat, Janelli posted some references. Couple, two websites, I think. Yeah. Like the name of one and then a link to another. Check those out there. But those are some pretty decent looking orthos. Very common. So looks like the Lily and there are a couple other ones that kind of have a similar. There's like Lily and there's something else. And it's all from the same sort of like idea. It's like a very open format, like open source, you know. Yeah, it would be fun. I want to do an ortho, like a split ergonomic ortho, but I just don't know which one yet. Yeah, that's fair. You like the Q frequent? Uh, what's that? Keeb IO. I've seen Keeb IO. Um, yeah, I really do like the Keeb IO stuff. Oh, see you, David. Like, she's listing them all out for you right there, man. Thank you. Thank you, Janelli. Yeah, so check those out, man. Those are all. I've seen Keeb IO. Also, I'm not gonna say his last name because we're on stream, but Hacker Nick David. Like, yeah, the one that lives with the other hacker, Hacker Nico, right? So Hacker Nick, who lives with Hacker Nico, um, builds keybs from Key.io. Oh, Q Frenzy. Q Frenzy, it's a normal 60%, but you can pull it apart in the middle. Oh, I think I've seen that one. It sort of has like a, what would you call it? Like a lightning bolt split in the middle, like down the middle, right? I really like that one. I like the way it looks. Seems like a neat keyboard. Yeah, like puzzle piece. Yeah, I do like that actually. That's a very cool keyboard. It's a good call out there. I think David's looking for something that's as large as possible for this build, right, David? Yeah. I don't know how many. Yeah, I was gonna say how many ortho, you know, split keys have that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure. There's one. Oh, there you go. That's a big boy. What's that one called? You should link it. Oh, there's the BFO keyboard. I don't think I've heard of that one actually. Nice. Yeah, he wants a really big one so that he can show off the GMK pride. You know, you want to show all the rows for that guy. Yeah. Oh. I'll have to look at that in a sec. Uh, that didn't go in well. Let's try that again. Yeah, maybe. Hmm. That's Yeah, that totally makes sense. The BFO 9000 is like an ortho 1800 layout, it splits in the middle. I love that actually, because I did want to get like an 1800, but I also want an ortho split. So I think that might be the compromise I need in my life. So thank you. That sounds like a really really nice build actually. I might honestly might. I don't see any reason not to. It's kind of what I wanted. I wanted an 1800. I wanted an ortho split. Why build two when I can have a one, right? Well, I mean, could build two because it's more fun, and then you guys get to watch more. But I'll probably find a cool 1800 that I want eventually. But I guess an ortho split is the way for now. What's gonna be weird? Oh, gotcha. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Might change the rainbow around, right? Yeah, so it's gonna be a little different. Yeah, well, when you do the 75, yeah, it moves that stuff around right to the side or something. Takes that row, moves it to the side. So yeah, yeah, I mean, if it's something you can live with. If not, I'd say just go for like a full, normal keyboard. Unless you really want to do that ortho split. I think it would look really cool in ortho split, but yeah, like it's not gonna be perfect. I think that's the issue. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, and everything's flexible. You can change stuff. You know, you can change what keys where if you'd like. But yeah, it's always an option. Let's try and pull up the keyboard tester. Oops, I can't see anything because I'm a noob. Here we go, keyboard tester. Great. So, we got keyboard tester here. I think everyone can see that, right? Yeah, there we go. That's working. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger. Or I'll just move it over here. We can bump it out a little. So, let's get to testing. Escape works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay. Oh. O0 works. Minus plus backspace also works. Next row. Uh, R doesn't work? Okay. Okay. And all those work. Let's fix R before we move on, yeah? Here comes the sun, right underneath that switch there. I'm gonna be blinded by the light for a sec. While I bend this pin back. Oh my god, did I just break the pin? Yo, guys, I might have just broke this pin. Let's try it. Did I break this pin? Yeah, I think I did. That just aged me 5 years, guys. Okay. I really, really hope that this pin doesn't fall off right now, because it's been bent a lot, and it's not having a good day. Yeah, this pin might fall off. Okay, let's hope from the bottom of our hearts. Yay, guys, we did it! We didn't even have to lube another tangerine. Okay, so let's keep moving on. Okay, shift doesn't work, like left shift's not working. All these guys seem fine. Right shift is cool too. Left shift just doesn't like it though. So let's pull her out. Fix that pin. Cool. So that's pretty straight. I just want to get the tip nice, because the tip's a little curled. Okay, now it's pretty straight. Everything's looking pretty good. So I'm going to just give it a little more of a straighten here. Bend the tip back. Now I think it should go in pretty nice. No, nothing. Left shift, no. Let's see. Restart. Yeah, nothing on the left shift still. So let's try it again. And it's crunched. So we're going to straighten it again. Try to pinch it ever so slightly. Just get it really nice and straight as we can. Give it a nice pinch. There we go. Looks like it's going to go in this time. There we go. We got shift. We got this whole row. So I'm happy with that. Left control works. Windows works. Alt works. Let me get out of that. Let's try space. Spacebar works. Right alt works. Right? Did I just... Let's try it again. Right alt works. This, right Windows key doesn't work. Right control works. arrows work, right? Shift and enter worked already. We already tried those. These already worked. We tried those. Home works. Page up, page down, and yeah, everything works. So we just need to fix, what was it? Right Windows key, right? And we can do a nice typing test. And I think it's gonna feel like, honestly, I'm already feeling the difference because I'm just going through and poking everything. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Oh wait, you know what? This doesn't work actually because it's not right Windows key. It's a function key, and I'm a goofball. So we're gonna leave this guy alone because he works fine, and I can tell because the LED's changing when I poke it. So now we can put all of these caps back on. We can put the keycaps on. Pretty exciting, and then we're gonna do the typing test. This should be X. Yep. Oh wow, that feels so much better. Honestly, I feel uh, way more stable typing on this actually. Like they were wiggling, and I thought it was because like I think there's this common conception, I want to say, like I don't even want to call it a misconception, that like hot swap keyboards are slightly less stable than soldered keyboards, and it's kind of like it's kind of because you literally have metal holding it in place. You either have melted metal like holding it in place, or you just have some pins that are attached to something that is attached to melted metal holding it in place. So kind of makes sense as to one why would be more stable than the other, right? This is resting on something that's soldered in as opposed to being soldered in. So some people don't like that. This is a fun project keyboard, so I think it's fine for me. I'm gonna put this right here. Yeah. So after we get everything back on, we'll be able to do a little typing test. But it does feel like everything has been made way more stable, just from a little filming here. It did take us a while, but I think it's going to be worth it in the end. Let's close this up. We are done with the switch opener for now until our next lubing session, which will probably be David's drop clears. Let's see, F3. I threw the Fs down here. Wait, is P not working? Oh, P is working. I just wasn't clicked in there. See, P does work. Alright, now we got slash, got Windows, we got N, we got Q, G, W, L. What is this? Oh, this is the hyphen. I was looking at it sideways. I was like, oh, this is not vertical bar. Alright, H. And we'll throw down the big space here. It's really starting to come together here. I am very satisfied, with my first filming session. Thanks for everybody like joining me on this journey. So I'm sure we'll be the first of many filming videos. Wait a sec. This goes here. I put backspace where enter's supposed to be. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Like how nobody caught me on that either. Y'all were like, oh, we'll give him a break. What was that? Yeah, right. Honestly, kind of does. When you just look at it quickly. I thought I saw the little line coming, coming out of the point part of that ray. I thought I saw a line coming up, and I was like, oh, that's enter. I'm so smart. Look at me. Need a high school teacher to be like, wrong. I put something in the wrong spot. We need an option for like people to hit a wrong button or something. This goes wrong. Let's see, T, Y, U. Throw down M. Throw down 9. Shift, Z. The really easy keys, we know where all these go. Why did it open up GeForce? It opened up GeForce Experience. No thanks, I don't want to experience GeForce. QWE, left control. Throw our B down here, it's like right around here. Janelli, what's your favorite keycap set? Do you have a favorite keycap set right now that you have? I'm buying some Cat Cyberspace. I really like the way those look. What about everybody in here? Anyone see any keycap sets that they like? You love dots. I love dots. Oh my god, dots are awesome. The dots V2 are, those are out, right? Yeah, those look cool. I think favorite miss set is GMK Phantom. Oh, that's pretty awesome too. What was the red one that they came out with the GMK like red something, like red demon or red devil, something like that? It's really cool. That purple and gold is so clean. Yeah, purple and gold. My brother would really like that too. My brother's a big Lakers fan, and I want to build him a keyboard one of these days. He doesn't want one, like just because he doesn't know what he's missing, but he'll learn to like it, right? That's what we tell everybody. You'll learn to like it. Don't worry. Just take it. Just take my keyboard, sir. All right, let's see what else we got. We got S here. So I'm missing 1 or 2 keycaps. That's kind of interesting, actually. I didn't think I was missing it. Oh, here they are. To be honest, the biggest thing is the lighting. Yeah, they don't know what they're missing. Exactly. My brother doesn't know what he's missing, so I'm gonna have to force it upon him, right? That's how it works. Yeah, the lighting's really really customizable, Matt. David and I think you saw the whole like layout, the red, yellow, and white LEDs I'm putting in David's keyboard, right? I got all these LEDs in here, like so. Yeah, you can get really custom with it, you know. Even low pro chiclet S switches are so much better. Yeah, exactly. Like the what do they call them? I lost it. Um, the the chocolates, right? They're called chocolates, I think. Yeah. Okay, so the chocolates are yeah, the chocolates exactly. So I want to get those for a friend. A friend of mine really likes those, so I want to build him a keyboard with those. All right, let's try a typing game. Yeah. Yeah, I like the way that the chocolates look. I don't like all the sets I've seen from, but my buddy found a set that he likes, so we're gonna try to do it for him. I'm so bad at typing. Ah. In arts such as music or architecture. Very interesting fun fact. Thank you, Typing Racer. Yeah, I just use it for fun. Oh, it's kind of goofy, right? Beat this guy. Oh yeah, we beat you. I'm really bad, as y'all can see. Let's see. There's another one. It's like Type Drag Racer, right? It was super fun. So, okay, that's obviously going to show me cars. Typing drag racer. Was this it? No, that's not it. I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the street race now. This one, type rush. Yeah, this is the one I was looking at. So, and it tells you which keys you're bad at, which for me is every key. Let's give it a try. It's the same exact thing as the race. Did you know that on the 1 year anniversary of the Curiosity rover's landing on Mars, it played Happy Birthday to itself? I do know that, actually. How do they know that it's the first ever song played on a foreign planet? I'm pretty sure aliens are rocking out to Friday by, what was her name? Rebecca Black, right? Like, why wouldn't they be? This guy had really good accuracy. Well, this guy too. Wow, good for you guys. Aliens would, yeah, aliens would be. Janelli already knows what's up. Aliens would be freaking like they'd be like, oh, this is a banger, Friday, Friday, right? Like, I know they'd be all about it. No doubt in my mind, aliens would. Well, we got a lot of money, folks. Let's buy a car. I've never done anything besides for just typing, y'all. Oh, I need more XP. That's how they get you. That's how they get you, folks. They get you addicted to typing. This car is called the Jada. This one's called the Girl Power. We can't afford it. We don't have enough girl power. We need more XP. We'll be the Jada. You're saying invite friends. No, thank you. I will not do that. I'm not gonna invite friends to type with me. Sorry, internet. That's just not things that we do. All right, change the wheels. Yeah. Oh no, no, a short video. No. Damn it. Skip. Okay, let's go with these. Sure. Who cares, right? Let's just type more. This like already like there's so little wobble, and there was so much wobble earlier. Wow. Wow, I'm so bad. Wow, okay. I'm really bad. There's a crypto game that's made for from something called NTFs. Oh, NTFS or buy all the parts of your car before you can race it, and the parts you buy at the same dollar amount as the real car. That's funny. That's really funny. Um, let's see. We're level 4 now, guys. Uh, what do we want to buy? Should we buy the Elliot? I'm pretty sure we could do that. Let's do that. And now we'll just race it again. We got a need for speed, folks. Let's give it another try, yeah? I'm so bad. Yeah, so as y'all can see, I'm really bad at typing. Tangerines are pretty nice. They feel great. No wobble. Like I can just go like this. They're like not wobbling, right? It's like nothing. So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely, if you take a look at how they were at the beginning, it wasn't like that. Oh, I'm so bad. Coca-Cola offered to sell some of the company's well-kept secrets to its rival, comma, Pepsi. Okay, so as y'all can see, there there's way less tolerance for wiggle on here. They're not wiggling at all, right? Like the keyboards, like the keycaps, right? Like when I tried to. So filming helped. It's definitely given us a more stable keyboard. And with the tangerines, oh, excuse me, I'd say with the tangerines, the lubing and the filming has definitely just put it miles ahead of where it was when I first got it. So pretty sure that's obvious, like no brainer to all y'all. It seems like we got some really really you know familiar folks in this chat. As always, we got some folks who know a lot about keyboards. So you probably already know that this is something that you'd really want to do to linears and tangerines. So yeah, I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this. That's probably going to be it for the stream today. But I will be soldering very soon. Hopefully in the next couple of days. This basically Gatoron Red Ink V2 with a custom LED lighting pattern that David and I worked on together. We will be putting GMK Samurais on this, and we actually have a really really cool keycap, the Moon Artisan Keycaps Dragon. So we will be putting the dragon on there. We will be putting a katana on there and a samurai head. So it's going to be a really really nice looking GMK Samurai build. And as always, stay safe, stay well. This is Kyle, and I'm gonna be signing off, folks. Have a great night. Peace out.